how to succeed at loan officer recruiting. What's going on, guys? Nick Friel here, founder of Media Simplified and the Loan Launch Program. This is a channel dedicated to helping mortgage brokers and professionals grow their business and scale using digital marketing, online lead generation, automation, and more. And this is a very exciting video. It's something that we've had a ton of hype, a lot of people asking questions about every time we're getting on sales calls, and that is how to succeed at loan officer recruiting. So this is a huge topic. Everybody that we're talking with is trying to figure out how to grab, their share of loan officers. And the good news that I can tell you is, because I also hear a lot of pessimism, is like, we're not sure how to position ourselves. We're not sure how to attract the right people. And no matter if you are on the small end of the spectrum where you're just getting started recruiting and you're looking to bring on your first few recruits, or if you're on the massive end of the spectrum like a Nexa, that this is your full initiative and you are trying to bring in thousands of recruits as quickly as possible, there is an advantage to wherever you're at on the spectrum. And that's something that most people don't take into consideration, that even if you're the small guy, the advantages are going to be things like, hey, here at our brokerage, you're going to get, you're going to be working with us one-on-one, hand-in-hand. We're going to be making sure you and your business are growing. At a company like Nexa, you're just another number. Whereas a company like Nexa can say, hey, we brought thousands of brokers in. We have a proven success record, and both of those are true and real advantages that you can bring to the table. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. But no matter where you're at, what we're going to go over in this video is going to be fundamental in making sure that you are not only bringing in the right talent, you are finding a way to get them to convert and making sure that they stick with you long term and continue to grow and prosper, which will help your brokerage or mortgage company grow and prosper in turn. So what we're going to go over today is the mini mortgage franchise model. So this is something that Media Simplified has been developing for our higher end clients who are looking to build this into a part of their stack. So we're going to go through kind of one by one. And the first thing that we're going to start with, a lot of companies think you just want to start with the actual leads. Like, we need to get out and we need loan officers coming to us. But I recommend before you even start advertising or start putting the word out that you're trying to bring loan officers in, that you get your offer or your stack together. So this is crucial. So this is an example of what a stack is. So for this stack, they're going to offer new loan officers. So real quick, what a stack is a pretty much a package of goods. It's your offer to the loan officer that's going to make you stick out. Why does that loan officer want to hang their license with your brokerage? Well, it's because of these benefits, and that's your stack. So in this example, we have the stack being LOS integration. So the loan officer will get an Arrive account. They'll get a turnkey CRM system. So they'll get Grow Simple. They'll get market intelligence software. So they'll get an MMI. They get a software that helps with reviews, websites, social presence. They have optional lead generation. They have appointments and live transfers, list reactivation, pipeline nurturing, coaching and accountability, an affiliate program, which is huge to help this broker or this loan officer they're bring in other loan officers. Then they have an onboarding and training, proprietary playbooks. Then they have a company transfer and assistance services, and then a franchisee member account. So this is kind of like the offer or the basket of goods that you're giving to the loan officer for signing up with you. You really want to figure out where you're at on the spectrum so you can figure out what your advantages are and what your stack is. So this is step one, is figuring out what your offer is that's going to entice a loan officer to hang their license with you. Once again, some of the advantages to being a smaller brokerages is going to be things like, kind of white glove or hand holding type assistance, where you're really going to get a lot of time and attention from the higher ups. Whereas bigger companies like a Nexa are going to have the track record. Hey, we've done this with thousands of people. So it's really figuring out what your advantages are and coming up with your stack to really wrap that as one. Then next step to this is making sure you have a place in-house that you can kind of implement this stack. So it's one thing to say, hey, here's all these goods, but that can also be overwhelming. So how do we make it easy for the loan officer to, adopt this stack and really implement it into their business. So you want to have a back end or, some sort of company back end system that helps the loan officer when they log in, they can see everything from their LOS, the CRM, everything included in your stack is available in one place, as well as announcements, ongoing updates, kind of creating that community environment where they feel like they're constantly engulfed in this and other people are as well. So step one, we're working on getting our perfect stack together. That's really important. What is our offer? What is our value proposition to these loan officers? Step two, making sure that your stack is implemented in a way where the loan officers can easily implement this, easily start and track all of these things as they go along, easily track their affiliate programs. Like that ease of use is going to reduce friction. It's going to reduce the friction of the person starting up, getting going, gaining momentum. So your job as the broker or the director of this is to make sure that you are reducing friction for people to come in and stick. So that's going to be this, inbound or back end dashboard that you have for the company that wraps the offer or the stack that you're implementing into one clean place for the person. Oftentimes, maybe you don't even know where to start with your stack. So think technology first. So what things do you have to offer the loan officer as far as technology? What LOS are you using? So when they sign up, are they going to get an LOS system? Are they going to get custom email, website, application links? These are all things that we can add into our stack. Are they going to get a CRM system? Do you help them with leads or appointments or live transfers or any of those things? Do you have any intelligence software? Is there anything that helps you partner with realtors or do market research? Is that software available to them when they sign up? Do you guys do any sort of advertising or anything to help with reviews, website, social presence? Do they get videos or anything? Obviously, lead generation. Do you buy leads for them? Or if they pay you, can you get leads for them? If they have lists or if they have business coming over, are you able to help them work those lists? You don't have to do all of these, but these are all things that you can think about in creating your stack. The less sexy topic, but something that's really important to consider is going to be the economics for the broker in this scenario. So there's a couple of different options you can go with. So we have the broker paying up front for all of this stuff. The broker is obviously going to have to consider the upfront build out fee. He's going to have to consider the implementation of all the technology and whatnot. For example, your application, your LOS system, how many accounts do they need? How much does it cost to get that extra account each time a new loan officer comes in? Same with the CRM and the intelligence software. So figuring out how does that work, is the mortgage broker himself fronting that cost and then taking it out as the loan officer closes loans. Or another way you can do it is have the loan officer put some skin in the game up front. If they're getting all these platforms, especially if you're going to be giving them leads and a CRM and whatnot, you can have them pitch in $500 as a kind of, hey, to get your tech suite, you need to do $500 a month. It's going to get you leads, a CRM, LOS. And this is a way where obviously it's going to be a little bit more of a sale, but you're also getting people, loan officers coming in that have more skin in the game. They're more serious about getting things going, and it's less of a financial task on the broker or the lender that's trying to grow the team. So two different options that you can go with that are really the main options. Other options, you have a pay-per-close model, profit share model, membership upgrades, and then you can offer like exclusive training certifications for additional monetization. But big things you want to keep into consideration here is going to be the compliance aspects, making sure that you're charging everything properly based on RESPA, retention hooks, so making sure that the brokers or the loan officers that you're bringing in are hitting milestones that are keeping them excited, keeping them with momentum, and making sure they're moving towards getting more and more business going. And then how you can white label things or have them white label things and really act as their own company inside of your brokerage. That's why it's the mini mortgage franchise model. You want this to feel like when a broker comes in that they can kind of build their own business within your business, and that way you both win. And then once you have all of those things figured out, that's when it's time to move into, okay, let's go get some people to talk to. This is where we'll go out and run paid ads on things like Meta, Instagram, YouTube, calling out mortgage brokers that may be looking to actually scale or change their business or get into a more entrepreneurial type spot. And we'll run paid ads. From those paid ads, we'll bring them to landers where they can actually schedule a call, give us more information about them. We make sure they're the right fit. We'll obviously filter anybody out if they're not the right fit, and then they'll move on to a scheduler where they can actually book a time with us. This is all pretty straightforward. From here, obviously, the goal is to get this person on that initial call and convert them. So it's really important that we have a script that's absolutely dialed in and created to kind of convert these people as smoothly as possible. So we have a full script developed on exactly how to do this and make it nice and smooth. Really, the first 2 minutes is all you need to focus on. As far as like getting past that first 2 minutes, if you've done that, you've pretty much won. The job should be a lot easier. So that's what this script is about. And I can actually even show you an example of what one of these calls looks like. I'll go ahead and play this now.
Stuart, how are you doing? This is Nick. I'm calling on behalf of Frank Gelato with Nexa. You were inquiring about potentially joining the team.
Yes, that's correct.
A little bit about. Awesome. Well, this first call is really, maybe 2 to 5 minutes. Just want to make sure we'd be a good fit for each other. You mind if I give you a little bit of insight about us, learn a little bit about you?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So, Stuart, are you a loan officer right now that's full time?
Actually, so I've had my license for 25 years. I was running Stanford Mortgage, which is a small mortgage. Well, I shouldn't say. It's a small company in California, Nevada, and had basically 40 loan officers working under me.
You're certainly no stranger to the game here, it sounds like.
I was doing management, been in the game 25 years, basically half sales, half management. So
Awesome. I'm just taking notes as we go. How quickly are you looking to really get things ramped back up again?
Right away.
All right. Well, honestly, that's really all I need to hear. Frank is going to be your main contact. So
okay.
He's like your prototypical mortgage broker who really I think is going to be ideal for you to talk to, because when I say prototypical, meaning Frank is a perfect example of someone who has really embraced digital marketing, and I can say it's transformed how he thinks about his business. And scaling. So I want to get him, if you have a second, I'd love to get him on the call and just see if we can get you set up to join Nexa's full demonstration.
So a quick side note, if you wanted to figure out what the best kind of economic scenario is for you, we have created a calculator. You can do the same with ChatGPT, which will kind of just break down, you figure out what your build out costs are, how many LOs you're going to sign, what the total monthly fee would be. And then you can create a calculator that'll figure out how long it'll take you to break even, if you're paying for it up front, if the LO is paying for it up front, and pretty easy to replicate. And that way you can test around and say, okay, if I wanted to bring on 10 loan officers, it would take me at $5,000 build out cost, and I charge the monthly LO a monthly fee of $550. So just a really nice way to kind of experiment and figure out what the perfect economics for you are. And just a quick walkthrough of what this looks like. So very, simple. We don't need to overthink this type ad campaign. So this is a current one we're running, and you can see we're just calling out the ideal client in the first headline and saying, hey, are you a mortgage broker looking to scale your business, looking to close more deals and make more off of what you're already doing? Then we put them through a form. We have some qualifying questions in. After that, takes us over to the landing page. We went over here. It takes them from the landing page. Then they schedule, and then we get into the conversation aspect. We actually get on the call and convert them using this script. And once we convert them, obviously then we're going to plug them in to our dashboard, and we should have like a onboarding type scenario where we track their onboarding as they come on and have that in the same one-stop shop that they have everything else in. And there you go. You have yourself a system created to bring in the top talent based on your strengths as a company, to keep those people excited, to keep them sticky, to give them milestones, and ultimately to give yourself the foundation to grow and scale and bring in as many loan officers as you possibly can. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you want any of the tools or any of the things that you're seeing on the screen, it'll be in the links below. If you like this video, if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Every bit of support is absolutely appreciated. And either way, my name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified and the Loan Launch System. We'll see you on the next one.